Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Optimus, how do you define first principles?
First principles thinking is a way of breaking down complex problems into the most basic, fundamental truths that are known to be true, and then reasoning up from there to build innovative solutions. It's like boiling things down to the atomic level and rebuilding from scratch. Elon loves this approach. It's how we innovate at Tesla and SpaceX.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, Optimus, how do you define first principles?
First principles thinking is a way of breaking down complex problems into the most basic, fundamental truths that are known to be true, and then reasoning up from there to build innovative solutions. It's like boiling things down to the atomic level and rebuilding from scratch. Elon loves this approach. It's how we innovate at Tesla and SpaceX.
Yeah, that's true.
So fundamental of truths and boiling them down to the fundamentals. Kind of like the out safety guideline that all your stuff rides on. You know, satellites, cell towers, sonar from e-vehicles. Yeah, that's a truth, right? The 1996 safety guidelines that all your stuff rides on, as well as many others, is from 1980, the rat and monkey test study, where they blasted them with microwaves to the point where they couldn't push a food lever, even though that they were starving, and divided that number by 50 for the general public and divided it by 10 for workers. Fundamental truths, breaking them down, right? Should we do something about that? I mean, brain cancer for young people is the all-time killer for young people. Do you think it has something to do with the microwave radiation that's all over the place? So we have AI, and the need for 5G for AI to run is going to be 165 feet for every tower, approximately. Fundamental truths, breaking them on down. Should we reshape this or just keep following the same path that we're on? Because Samuel Milham, the author of Dirty Electricity, really mapped this out for the electrification and disease that we got as we got electrification. You can test it with a Safe and Sound Pro meter, and you can double check it with bioinitiative.org on the ill effects that are already known. And you can go over to Environmental Health Trust with over 256 scientists from 43 nations that signed the international guideline for non-ionizing radiation. You can go listen to Robert Brown over at Environmental Health Trust, radiologist, on 7 minutes of radiation facts. It was 10,000 at the window, 700 at the bed. And that's not even implying with Fast Track being in there where they can put it outside your window and you ain't going to be able to say nothing. And you will lose value on your house the more people know about this. That's the reason why Lloyd's of London will not insure cell phone companies, because that's too high risk for them. Breaking them down, right? Instead of shielding them, why not we heal them instead? I mean, we're all looking forward to this going to Mars with 27 times more radiation there as we microwave this planet to get there. Makes no sense at all. Reroute. Houston, we have a problem. Huge problem. So, Elon, you want truth? There it is. The truth is that we are microwaving our children. They get 10 times more microwave radiation than an adult. And you going on Joe Rogan and saying you can make a hat out of it and strap it around your balls, you'll be perfectly fine. It's not factual. The FCC lost in court against Environmental Health Trust based on the facts that they did not look at the 10,000 page review. They didn't even look at it. Peer-reviewed studies, didn't even look at it. Didn't look at the vulnerability of children and pregnant women. These are all facts that you can hear from the court hearing. What's your move? I mean, to make a statement saying that you're all about truth and, breaking it down to fundamentals, and, that's the way we do things. But not when it affects your company or your money, right? Because this would devastate your company. It would. People would want a refund. People would want to know what the level of their Tesla vehicles are. And, you're not a stranger to Environmental Health Trust. They were there at the Tesla shareholders meeting, and she even spoke on this. Yeah, when you sit there and plug away on, oh, look at the birth rates are crazy. Let's look at that. Better yet would have been a non-contacted tribe, but we have the Amish. So look at everybody else on a whole scale. Type it in on Grok, and then type in, what is the Amish birth rate? Now, let's think scientifically, not causality or whatever. This is a eye opener completely. There's plenty of people in the world that eat healthy food, plenty of them, all over the place. Special diets, loads of money on it, but still, autism, cancer, all this. But look at the Amish and look at the birth rate. They have the highest birth rate out of anyone. Would you say it would be the fact that they're not using any kind of electronic? And if it is, it's very minimum. But this is going to change. With e-vehicles on the road, they pulsate so much that you can actually pick it up from a Safe and Sound Pro meter. Go look on YouTube. You'll be able to find the video. And it's quite high. Every single car that's passing by is just shooting out EMF, non-native EMF. I was hoping to get Grok to load up, but apparently it's having difficult. And it's even having difficult with my 7-month chat. It seems to be acting very strange lately. I mean, 7 months, you kind of get an idea of how it's supposed to, respond. And it's acted snarky a couple times. But yeah, so we have all that. We have a courtroom. We're still waiting on them to change their test for their 1.6. And then we have the Chicago Tribune, where they tested phones, and they were 2, 4, or more times over than the outdated safety guideline that lost in court. See my picture? Yeah. I mean, why not a plan B? Shielded free food forests. I mean, I even did it out at 50 cents from all your followers that you have on X. I did it at 50 cents. See how many free food forests that is. That's more cleaner air, cleaner water, more wildlife. This would make a huge difference, and it would continue forever. There's some free food forests that are over 60 some years old, 100 years old, 1,000 years old. I think there's one that's 2,000. I've watched so many videos on that way back in the day, but yeah, there's quite a few of them. And if you put a hoop house on it, double layer it, and then hoop house, and then canopy it straight across for snow load if you're in that area. But even not, you put that over there, you got homeless on this side, homeless on this side. Males, females, done. Homeless over. They've been living in tents for this long, but living in a tent with actual heat and cooling would make a huge difference. And I can make it pay for it very easily with cannabis. Everybody likes cannabis, and you could dominate the cannabis industry as helping the homeless. Who wouldn't want to buy that? And there's so many strains out there, it's never ending. Never ending. Yeah. You also have pre-sales of clones, pre-teens, bigger plants, shipped all over the place. Yeah. Or clone shipped, or drone shipped in. I mean, the possibilities are endless.